Welcome guys back to the channel. Sat outside for this one. So the game finishes Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. I thought this game was... It's the first game of the season for both teams. I thought the game was very... It was a bit drab. It wasn't very good in my opinion. I thought there could have been a lot more. I thought it was going to be... Like, people have been hyping this up as... It's the best game of Super Sunday. It's Man United versus Arsenal. It just didn't really hit. Arsenal didn't look very good, in my opinion. Thought Man United were actually the better team. That's something I never thought I'd say. Bryan Mbeumo looks really good. He looks really good. Benjamin Sesko made his debut. Victor Gyökeres, he didn't make an impact today, but, there's a lot more time for him to make an impact. I thought Manchester United was superb today from what I saw, and I don't like saying that as a Liverpool fan. I don't want to give United any compliments. Yeah, it wasn't the best game. It wasn't the best game. It was not the best game at all. We could definitely see more from Arsenal. They definitely have a lot to improve on. The only goal was scored by Ricardo Calafiori from a set piece, a corner to be specific. I just thought Arsenal looked really rusty today. I think they could have done a lot better. And Gyökeres, obviously, give him time. He's coming from a league, the Portuguese league, where they're literally the three competitive teams: Sporting, Benfica, and someone else. Sporting, Benfica, and Porto, and maybe he could give a shout to Braga, but he's coming from a league that doesn't have much competitiveness, if that's a word. He's coming from the Portuguese league to the Premier League, which is a big transition. So we need to give Gyökeres time. And it's his first game in the Premier League. He's never played it. Well, he has played. That's a lie. He has played in the Premier League before for Brighton. If any Brighton fans are watching this, if you remember that. I think he only played like one game for your lot, to be honest, though. Anyway, I think it was like a league. Was he even in the Premier League? I think it might have been. But, yeah, Manchester United looked very good today, and I think we've seen there's a lot more to come from what we saw from Manchester United today. I think there's a lot more to come from Manchester United. They're going to be back this season, I think. Not back fully, but I think they're going to be back, surging for top 5, top 4. But Arsenal have definitely got to sort themselves out. They looked quite rusty today. The midfield wasn't too good. David Raya, he was superb today. He made some pretty important saves to stop Manchester United from getting that goal. And I think if Arsenal had have switched off, and they did that quite a lot today, and the goalkeeper wasn't on form, then it could have been a battering, because United had so many chances. And yeah, Bryan Mbeumo looks so good. I'm not going to say I like the look of him because I'm not a United fan. But yeah, he looks like a sensational player. I think if Man United continue to be like this, then they could definitely make a fight for top 5, maybe even top 4. I thought the top 5 was Champions League. Apparently it's changed to Europa League again for some stupid reason. I don't know why it was top 5 last season for Champions League if it's just going to change again. But I definitely think that there's a lot more to come from Manchester United. I think this loss was very unlucky today for Manchester United. I think I think they are just getting started, to be honest. I think this Premier League season is going to be really good from what we've seen so far. We've seen some cracking results. Chelsea draw against Palace. I think Palace are going to be exceptional if they don't lose Guehi and Eze before the deadline. I think Sunderland are going to be really good this season. Yes, it's only one game and it could go tits up from here, but it's 3-0. That's a pretty convincing result against West Ham, who have been in the Premier League for quite a long time now. So, yeah, that's a pretty convincing result against West Ham, who have the likes of Fulkrug in their team. Has anyone deeped yet that West Ham could actually get relegated? It's possible that West Ham do get relegated. Like, I don't think many people have thought about that, but they don't look good. They don't look good. Like, I'm giving no disrespect to Sunderland because I love Sunderland, I can't lie. I've got a massive soft spot for them. But if you're going to be beaten by a newly promoted Premier League team 3-0, fair enough if it's just the one goal. But 3-0, that's crazy. But Sunderland, they're going to do well. To everyone I've said that Sunderland are going to stay up, everyone's laughed at me. Everyone's gone, you think Sunderland are staying up? Yeah, I do. I genuinely think Sunderland are staying up. But this isn't about Sunderland, this is about Man United and Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal looked very, very weak today. Not the sort of team they were last season. Not the sort of team they've been for the last 2 seasons. I think they were very, very... They weren't bad, but they just weren't how they've been for like the last 2 seasons. I think they could have done better. And I think that they left the defence open on too many occasions. I think Lewis Skelly's got a lot more of improving to do. He's obviously still at a young age, 18 years old, and he was amazing for Arsenal last season, in his debut season as well, really, as a professional footballer. So he's still got a lot to learn and a lot to improve on. Same with Gyökeres, same with Sesko. You know, I didn't expect either to really hit the ground running in a totally different league. Totally new and different league. Plus, I think Manchester United, they're gonna I wouldn't say set the world on fire this season, but I'd say they're gonna be back. They looked like the real deal in that game, and Bamo played really well. We didn't see much from Bruno Fernandes. I thought Cunha was really good. Casemiro was really good at the old age he is as well. I thought Mason Mount had some good glimpses. I thought that Luke Shaw played alright as well. Bayende, obviously, he's not the man. I don't think he's the goalkeeper you guys need. I don't know what's going to go on with your goalkeeper situation. You sign a new goalkeeper and sell Onana. I'm Bayende, and you've got the full set, in my opinion. But I think there's still a lot of improving to do for Arsenal, because like they're going to try and make a case to win the title this season. A 1-0 win is a good start, but you need more. You need more. Like, I think I read a stat earlier that the last 7 games between Man United and Arsenal at Old Trafford have ended 1-0. That's so bad. That's so bad. The last 10... No, I think United beat Arsenal 3-1, if I'm correct. So that's not true then. Not at Old Trafford, because they drew 1-1 with each other at Old Trafford last season. Anyway, today's was a really, really boring game, I can't lie. The first sort of 20-40 minutes of the first half was really good, and then it just sort of descended into dust for the rest of the second half. The second half was drab. I think Arsenal, they just looked very rusty in this game. Obviously, it's game week 1. There's a lot more to come. We've not had the Premier League in over 2 or 3 months. So, you know, Arsenal are bound to not be very good on the first game of their season. I think there's a lot more to do. There's such a lot more to do for Arsenal. I think they've definitely got some improving to do in some of their positions. They've got the defence was a bit rocky today. The midfield wasn't too good. I don't know how they won that game. They won that game because David Raya was on class form. He's really, really good. I think he deserves a chance at getting that Yashin award, because he's insane. He's insane. The saves he made, some of the saves he made were ridiculous. There was a header from De Ligt in the second half, and he just like dived down to get it. I thought that was sick. He's just such a good goalkeeper, and there's definitely more to come from him and Arsenal in the next sort of 38 weeks. And I think this season we've got off to a flying start. Everton play Leeds tomorrow. So yeah, the Premier League is well and truly back. And I can't wait for a fantastic season. If you enjoyed that video, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and I will see you lovely on the next one. Please take care of your beautiful selves, and peace out.